Welcome to Route 124 Bandstand, the show produced by the Park Theatre, where we explore new and up-and-coming musical artists from the Monadnock region and from New Hampshire as a whole. Today we've got a fantastic performer. Her name is Cheyenne. She's from Peterborough, which is just one town over. She plays the ukulele. She's extremely talented. And so we're going to hear a couple of songs from Cheyenne and then have an interview with her, and we'll get to Cheyenne.
Okay, the first one is called Old Friends. I can feel your hands in the back of my neck, and I'm falling, I am falling. I knew well enough I wouldn't back out. Oh darling, what do we think we are? Lonely children or unchecked gods. 30 years and it's still the same. What I wouldn't give for a change of pace. I know it sounds silly, but trust me momentarily. There are two letters I desperately need you to see. Would you see them? Would you see me? I carved them up deep. I was afraid. I was afraid, and I still am. I still am. I'm starting to remember your face, and I'm falling. I am falling to believe I forgot this view is astounding, astounding. Well, what did we say we were? As far as I'm concerned, old friends don't look at each other quite like this. So what was the word? I know it sounds silly, but trust me momentarily. There are two letters I desperately need you to see. Would you see them? Would you see me? I'll admit it's a little bit heavy. But I was afraid. I was afraid, and I still am. Don't look at me like that. I'm falling again. Don't smile at me like that. I'm falling again. Don't look at me like that. I'm falling again. Don't smile at me like that. I'm falling again. Where do we think we are? Somewhere safe yet to disarm. I've read letters on your face. I need you to know they match mine. I know it sounds silly, but trust me momentarily. There are two letters we both need to reread. Could you see them? Could I see them? Sorry, the handwriting's wrong. But I was afraid. I was afraid. It's called Chapter 20. It's about Frankenstein. I am just a Genovese viper, and I will send a fire down to earth, and I will lose my liver in the process, but it will be so worth it. You cannot blame the matchstick for the fire. You cannot blame infernos on the trees, and I am just a lighter in someone else's hand. Well, hurry up, dear God, and
welcome, Cheyenne. Thank you so much for being on the show. It's great to have you here.
Thank you for having me. This has been really, really fun.
Okay, so, I love your music. It's beautiful. When did you get into music?
I've been writing music since I was a little kid, actually. I stopped for a long time and then picked it up just about when I got into my sophomore year of high school. But the 3 songs I played today, one was written just about this time last fall. The first one I played, Old Friends. But the other 2 I wrote in quarantine. I've been nonstop writing music since March. It's... I have 17 songs I have written since March. It is getting out of control. So, I appreciate that you'd let me play them.
Oh, our pleasure. Yeah, we'd love to hear the other ones at some point also. If you have 17, that's amazing. That's amazing. Very productive. So I love the one about Frankenstein. I think that's so cool. What kind of, other places do you draw inspiration for your music?
Pretty much everything. I write poetry a lot and constantly, and I've always memorized poems by turning them into little songs, and the same goes for my own poetry, so.
That's awesome. So do you have an earliest memory for music, kind of like your first remembered experience with it?
Oh, geez. I remember being in like a little tiny child and going to drum circles with my mom and my brother. And we'd do that a lot. And I think that's sort of... I took up playing instruments of my own volition, just sort of all over the place. In middle school, I taught myself guitar and piano, and I bought a violin as a graduation gift for myself when I graduated from high school, and I am not good at it, but I just like learning different things, and I can play the recorder very, very well. They taught us all how to do that in elementary school, and I got very into it, so.
Well, that's awesome. It's these days, it's the kind of distinctions between music genres is so vague. How would you describe your music to people?
I have no idea, just hyper-specific ballads, I guess. The last one I played was about a dead honeybee in the end of a pool, so.
Yeah, it's crazy how, music these days can fall into so many different categories. Is there something you're aiming for next, with your music career?
Not specifically. I write music to entertain myself, and then I'll bother my friends with it, and they'll tell me it's, pretty and nice to hear, so then I will get a massive head and play it for everyone until I'm sick of it. So mostly that, on repeat. But I've played a couple times for other people, and my friend Eve Pierce, her first album is coming out, and we do a duet on that. So.
Oh, very nice. Well, we'll have to look out for that. Okay, so I think it would be fun to do kind of a lightning round of questions. So I'm going to ask you 8 questions, and you're going to answer them as quickly as you can. Okay. Are you ready?
Yep, sure.
Okay. The first album you ever bought?
I think that was Taylor Swift's Fearless.
Your current favorite song?
Oh, Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy by Queen.
Nice. Favorite place to write music?
In the woods, actually. I live in the middle of a forest.
Very nice. Favorite place to play music?
Same place, in the middle of the woods, for the turtles.
So aesthetic. Okay. Instrument you wish you could play?
Oh god, I'm so bad at the violin. I wish I was good at it.
Nice. Favorite key to write in?
Oh geez. I don't know about writing in, but I'm obsessed with F minor.
Minor's cool. Yeah. Your favorite rhythm?
Oh, I don't even know. I like really complex, like stupidly complex jazz rhythms. I think that's extremely fun.
Those are great. Okay, and last one. Cowbell, woodblock, or triangle?
Oh, cowbell. Everything needs more cowbell. It's an extremely funny instrument.
Absolutely. Okay, so that was fun. It's been really nice talking to you, Cheyenne. Would you like to end on a joke to leave our audience with?
From me? Yes. Oh dear. Okay. No.
It doesn't have to be good.
Oh, okay. You want a really good... This is a terrible joke I bother my friends with constantly, and they tell me not to tell it to people. So we all know Mark Harmon from NCIS, Silver Fox. So in a hypothetical universe, Mark Harmon quits acting. He goes back to school and he goes, I'm going to be a conductor. I'm going to be so good at it, but he's too well known from NCIS, so he's got to come up with, like a new cool name, his conductor stage name. And he's flipping through all these, musical textbooks and looking for, what fits him. He goes, Mark melodies, no, we're not doing alliteration, it's 2020, we're not doing that. Mark grace note, that's too many words, we're not doing that either. And then he gets on it and he goes, that's it, I'm going to be Mark harmonies, no one's going to recognize me. I've been told not to tell that to people.
That's a great joke, are you kidding? That's very funny. Well, thank you so much for being here, Cheyenne.
Okay, the last one is called Dead Bee in a Pool.
Long past, and the fresh cotton morning smells like it used to. When 6 summers gone and we don't last. Now I ride the waves at the edge of the swimming pool, and I am not long for this life. It was sweet while it lasted, but what do I know? I hope in the next run the rhododendron blooms big and bright and beautiful. I can still taste nectar now.
We're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere because Route 124 Bandstand will be right back. Route 124 Bandstand is a show produced totally outside in the gazebo on Jaffrey Common. We practice all of the social distancing protocols that is necessary to keep everyone safe. We wear masks and we distance during our interviews. So if you would like to be on the show, if you're a young musician or you know someone who might be interested in performing on our show, then please contact parktv at theparktheater.org. You can send us a short audition tape and we'll be happy to look at it, and we would really love to hear from you. Don't forget to tune into the show next time. We will have talented singer-songwriter Patrick LaCroix. I'm Andrea Cornelius. This has been Route 124 Bandstand. Thank you for watching.